Have you ever wanted to disappear? Not because you wanted to leave life behind, but because you were tired of being you. At 2 a.m., millions of people make the exact same promise to themselves. Tomorrow, everything changes. A new body, a new mindset, a new career, a completely different life. But here's the disturbing part. Psychology says this sudden urge to start over is often not about success at all. It's about escaping something much deeper. And once you understand what's really happening inside the mind, you'll never look at fresh starts the same way again.
Most people think this happens because someone is ambitious, motivated, ready to improve. But that's only what it looks like on the surface. Underneath, something else is happening. Imagine carrying the same frustrations every day, the same disappointments, the same regrets, the same version of yourself, day after day. Eventually, it doesn't just feel exhausting, it feels unbearable. And that's when the mind starts imagining an impossible solution. What if I became someone else entirely? This is where things get fascinating. Sometimes people don't hate their situation. They hate the version of themselves connected to it. Every bad habit reminds them who they've been. Every mistake feels permanently attached to their identity. Every routine feels like proof they're stuck. And slowly, the weight becomes too much. So the brain creates a powerful fantasy, a new self, a new identity, a psychological rebirth. Not because they want more, because they're exhausted by who they currently feel they are.
Now, here's something most people never realize. After a breakup, a failure, an embarrassing moment, something strange happens. Emotion explodes inside the brain. Suddenly, they feel unstoppable, ready to wake up at 5 a.m., ready to change every habit, ready to reinvent their entire future overnight. But here's the crazy part. Feeling different isn't the same as becoming different. The mind can change in seconds. Behavior changes much slower. That emotional rush feels like transformation, even when real transformation hasn't started yet. And that's why so many people make huge promises, then struggle to keep them weeks later. Think about New Year's Day, a blank notebook, a new city, a fresh haircut, a clean social media profile. Why do these things feel so powerful? Because the brain loves the illusion of a clean slate. For a brief moment, it feels like your mistakes have disappeared, like your past no longer exists, like you're finally free. But reality has a habit of following us. The insecurity follows, the fear follows, the self-doubt follows. Because changing your surroundings is easy. Changing your inner patterns is much harder. This is the part nobody talks about. Sometimes people don't want a new life. They want relief. Relief from loneliness. Relief from stress. Relief from failure. Relief from disappointment. Instead of facing painful emotions, the mind starts fantasizing. A new city, a new personality, a completely different future. Because becoming someone else feels easier than healing the version that's hurting, at least in the beginning. And this is where most transformations collapse. The brain loves dramatic moments, big decisions, big announcements, big promises. But real change is rarely dramatic. It's repetitive, quiet, sometimes painfully slow. Nobody applauds it. Nobody notices it. It's choosing the same healthy action over and over again, long after the excitement disappears.
That's why many people chase the feeling of transformation without staying long enough to experience the real thing.
So when someone suddenly decides they want to change their entire life overnight, it usually isn't random. It isn't impulsive. And it isn't just motivation. It's often a sign that something deep inside them is begging for change, for relief, for freedom, for a fresh beginning. But the truth is this: a new life is rarely built in a single night. It's built in ordinary moments nobody sees. One decision, one habit, one day at a time. And maybe the person you've been trying to become isn't a completely different person after all. Maybe it's the real version of you that has been waiting to emerge all along. Because the strongest transformations don't happen overnight. They happen quietly. Until one day you look back and realize you're no longer the person you used to be.